said.
I was getting ready to pick you up on my shoulders.
You did pick me up on your shoulders.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
That's right, I did. And that's when he was like, stop.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was hilarious.
And the rest of the time
and he won the dance competition. And he got the crown or something of Spice King.
It was a crown and
it was
a bottle of rum.
liquor.
Yeah.
And he was deemed Spice King of Grenada.
So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. My lovely wife Andrea here with me again today. We're going to continue on with our story, I believe. I think we left off with the wedding last. I think that's where we stopped at. So I was sick most of that day, and I don't know what kind of stomach virus I had, but apparently no one else noticed. Thank the Lord. I kept sneaking out to go to the bathroom, but yeah, I don't want to put all that on camera. But tell me your side of the story from the wedding, baby. Let's just start from the beginning. The day started. Let's talk about the venue, where we was at, how all that happened. We arranged it at
in Port St. Joe, Florida. Your sister, was it called Windmark? Resort. She worked there, so she got us a room for the night. Was it the night or a couple of nights? It was for
a couple of nights. Yeah, a couple of nights. We stayed there the night before. We had the wedding the day of, and then we stayed there that night again and left out that following morning.
That morning for the honeymoon. Yeah. So it was a nice place, They came, and I got my hair and my makeup done there while he was somewhere else.
It was your daughter's that did your hair and makeup, wasn't it?
Yes. My oldest daughter.
Yeah.
She did my hair and my makeup, and you were somewhere else.
I was at the venue there, but while you were doing the makeup and stuff, I would drop in every now and then, just to get some of my stuff or whatever. I don't remember exactly what I was doing.
But it was a nice place. She did good. My mother-in-law and all the family, they set up for our reception and everything. They pretty much did all the decorations and everything and the food and everything. We didn't have to worry about anything. His aunt married us.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, it was pretty big. And it was a mixture of a wedding. A lot of the people from the town, because he's from there, his own family there, came, and some of the African American black people from the town, they all came too. So it was like we was getting everybody together.
It really was. It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned to be some kind of a racial union type deal or anything, but it felt that way, and people told us that after the fact. People really felt like welcomed, and it just
and they appreciate us having the wedding there, and that they were like that you guys really brought everybody together, and nobody saw color or anything. It was just we had a good time. It was just a good time. The reception was really good.
Yeah, it was.
His dad walked me down the aisle.
It was awesome, her dad wasn't able to make it. He was in San Diego at the time. He wasn't able to make it. So my dad walked her down the aisle, and what's funny is everybody thought it was her dad. That was hilarious, and we got some great photos from there.
We did.
Great
it
shot.
was really nice. The reception was really nice. All the decorations.
Let's back up just a minute. Talk to him about the resort.
Oh, that's funny. So, my daughter's sister-in-law was doing the dessert table, candy table, dessert table, whatever you want to say. So they were coming up, and there's this little rinky-dink motel that's like a little ways down from the resort where we stayed at the Windmark.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was this hotel called? It was called
the Dixie Belle Motel.
The Dixie Belle Motel, right?
And this is a motel. It was probably built in the 30s or 40s. It was no resort motel. It's run down, like it's bad. The only people that stay there are people that are coming into town to fish, and they're not the upper echelon of fishermen. They're the people who can't afford to stay at a normal motel. Like this is, it's low class. But
so my daughter's sister-in-law came and she booked that little motel, and she was telling my daughter that she's at the resort. She thought that was the resort. She said, I was like, I called her. I said, where are you at? Where are you staying? We at the resort, right down the street. Like, we at this resort. And I was like, so you're here where I'm at? She was like, yeah, if it's the resort, we're here. I was like, okay, where are you? Well, it's right. I said, what does it look like? She's like, it's these little, this little building with these rooms that's kind of like grayish blue. I was like, that is not the resort. It was hilarious. When she came and saw the resort, she was like, wow.
Yeah, I guess the photos online did not match what it actually was or something. I don't know what the deal is.
It was hilarious.
Somebody's celebrating 4th of July a little early.
Because you can't see nothing, so that's asinine.
Yeah.
Right there. You can't see nothing. Look, it's daytime. You can't see no lights or anything. Just smoke. Okay. But so she after seeing where we were staying in the resort, she was a little down on that. But the reception, man, it was good. Me and Rob danced, and then he danced with his mom, and then I danced with his dad.
Yep.
And I think I got my daughter out there. I told Tifa to come dance with me.
Yep. They did the whole lineup of family dances and everything. You know, I mean, it worked out really, really well. We actually left a little before the party ended because we had to get up at 3 the next morning, 2 or 3 in the morning. We had it was a taxi coming to get us. So this was in Port St. Joe. We had to get all the way to Panama City, which is about an hour away, to catch a flight because we were going on our honeymoon. And we had to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning. Well, I think it was 2 or 3 to catch a taxi to get us to the airport in time so we could fly out. And boy, were we in for an amazing honeymoon. Sandals Resort. And if you guys have not been to Sandals Resort, you need to. I know it sounds expensive. I know you look online and you see the prices, but I'm telling you, and we'll get into that. It's something we're going to talk more about travel. We're going to talk about how we do it because we go every year. We travel every year. We
go to Sandals every year. Yep. We make sure we go to Sandals every year.
Yep. We normally do 2 trips a year, and it isn't because we've got the money to. It's because we plan ahead. We book trips 2 years out. You know, like our Barbados trip to Sandals. We booked it 2 years out so that we could pay for it over time. And that's how you do it. And when you get to Sandals, there's no tipping, there's no money required, everything is covered. You get there and it's completely stress free, and that's just what makes it so awesome. It's a true vacation. You don't have to worry about tipping the bellhop, and you don't have to worry about tipping the maids or tipping your waiter or none of that. They're not allowed to accept tips.
No.
And it just takes the stress off your shoulders. You no longer think about money the entire time you're there. And it makes you feel rich. I mean, it really does. If you haven't experienced it, stay tuned. We're going to show you guys some of those. We've actually got a trip in September to Ocho Rios, Sandals.
We've been there 5-6 times.
Yeah. We've been there several times. It's the party resort. But we'll talk more about that. More about travel and how that stuff works later. This time, the honeymoon was it Grenada?
Grenada.
Grenada. It was Grenada.
It was Grenada.
Grenada is a beautiful, beautiful resort. There is a little bit of an uphill walk. You know, you kind of, when you first get there, you feel like you're walking 5 miles uphill both ways. But the rooms, in my opinion, that room that we had was probably one of the most beautiful rooms that we've had at Sandals. It had the most room in it. It was just a huge room. You had your entire living room section separated from the bedroom section, separated from a huge bathroom section. You had both the soak tub, the big old, like marble
in the middle of
soak tub in the middle, right, with a walk-in shower on the side, and it was gorgeous. You wake up in the morning, you sit up in bed, and you're looking directly out over your own little private pool right outside. Mm-hmm. You just can't beat that for the money that you pay. It really is that good. Yeah. We arrived on a Friday. Mm-hmm. And Friday apparently is one of their big beach parties. I think it's like their biggest party of the week. No?
Was it a Friday? I thought we arrived on a Saturday.
It was
because we got married on Friday.
Was it?
Yeah.
It might have been a Saturday.
We arrived on Saturday.
Okay, it might have been. All I know is that I've got a picture of me holding a bottle of rum that apparently I won that night.
Yes. You most definitely won. Well, it's just that we won, but I was called Spice King the entire time we were there. Yeah. Spice.
I think you were just my victim that allowed me to win it. That's really how that works. I took full advantage of the situation. And you don't remember it.
I remember everything.
Oh, do you?
You don't remember it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I remember the whole thing, even though I went to we was at the table, we sat down, it's on the beach. They set up, because there's a show and everything. So, and they had all the food and the bar and everything right around on the beach. So I said I was going to the bar to get a drink.
Right, you were going to get us a drink.
But
right.
while I was standing there,
mm-hmm.
they was taking so long, so I had a few shots. While I was standing here, I think I had 3 shots of tequila. I didn't have no 8 shots of tequila. I had 3 shots when I was standing at the bar, but I had about 4 or 5 before the bar, but it wasn't 8 at the bar.
And we also had the glass of wine when we got there to welcome us in.
Champagne.
We had the glass of wine at the welcome. Champagne at the welcome. Glass of wine at the room before we left, mm-hmm. and then we got down there and the bar and everything mm-hmm. set up.
So then I got our drinks. I went back to the table. Then they was talking about calling for volunteers. We need some volunteers to come up here.
Yeah. Crowd participation.
Yeah.
And I'm not one for crowd participation.
So I grabbed him and said, let's go. So we went up there. Mm-mm. That's not when we went up there together. Mm-mm. And then they said, okay, we need the guys to stay here.
Nope.
I could have sworn it went that way. Go ahead then.
Nope. You got pulled up there first. No.
Uh-uh.
You didn't get pulled up there first.
I could have sworn we both went up there.
Maybe.
And then they was like, they had us do some kind of balloon thing.
No, that was Ocho Rios.
They had us do something first as a
y'all
couple
had to go
or something.
No, they had you go pick a guy out from the crowd.
Oh yeah, we went up there, both of us, mm-hmm. and then they had me go pick somebody else, a guy out of the crowd. You had to pick a girl out of the crowd. And we had to come back up stage.
And it started as a dance competition.
Yeah, it was a dance competition, and I think we won.
You and that guy,
me and that guy,
y'all made the
won.
second round, yeah. Yep, because it was like they did like 3 rounds, and the third round was where they paired us back up together.
Yes. So then the second round came.
Yeah. So first round. Let me think. First round was so they did a dance competition with y'all first, you and the one you picked first, and then whoever was voted the best stayed, and then they did the same for us. Whoever was voted the best stayed, and then the third round was where they had us go grab our spouse back because we was left, but since we was already up there together, and then I had to put you in a chair and whoever got to their, they'd put us like 10 paces away, 15 paces away, or whatever, and we had to dance our way back, and whoever did the sexiest dance or whatever
to their
wife or to their spouse won. And I just went for it. I just went for it, and apparently I almost got the host fired.
That was the funniest thing ever. All I can remember hearing him saying, "You're trying to get me fired.
Stop the music.
Stop the music. Stop. You're trying to get me fired. What are y'all doing? No."
So just to paint the picture, she was sitting in a chair, and I crawled my way up and didn't come back up.
He put his head between my legs, and then he was dancing, doing some kind of dance or something, and then everybody in the crowd was saying, "He's eating it, and that's when,
because you went with it, like you went hands on the head and like went back, and that was it. And
he turned around, the announcer guy, he was like, "Nah, stop the music."
I was getting ready to pick you up on my shoulders.
You did pick me up on your shoulders.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
That's right, I did. And that's when he was like, stop.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was hilarious.
And the rest of the time
and he won the dance competition, and he got the crown or something of Spice King.
It was a crown, and it was a bottle of rum.
Liquor.
Yeah.
And he was deemed Spice King of Grenada.
Yeah.
And so the next morning was hilarious because we was walking down and everybody kept saying, "Hey, Spice King," and "Hey, Spice King," and then I was like,
yeah, your memory was a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I was like, why do they keep calling you Spice King?
I said, you don't remember?
I was like, wait, bits and pieces. But they keep calling you Spice King. And so we was at the getting breakfast, and one of the girls came up and she was like, "Oh, how's Spice King?" I was like, there was about to be a problem. I was like, what do you call it? Who's Spice King? Your husband, Spice King. And why is he Spice King? Oh, you don't remember last night. Bits and pieces. She said, but it was funny.
You in. Yep, they said that was one of the best shows I've ever seen. It was hilarious.
And so he walked around all proud with his little Spice King
I was peacocking a little bit. But so at every resort we go to, every time we go to a Sandals resort, we seem to be like,
and not only Sandals Resort, we went on the cruise.
Yeah, anytime we get, I don't want to say singled out, but everybody knows us, and we're known as the mixed couple or
the party couple.
Yeah, the party couple.
If you want to have fun, hang out with that couple.
Yeah, and we don't do anything crazy or anything, but we're always kind of singled out and become, I guess, the popular couple or whatever.
We have a good time.
We do have a good time.
We go in there, you paying this money, you gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
You don't know none of these people. I'm never gonna see you again, but some of them we do because we become friends and we see them again.
Yeah, we're still friends with a lot of the even the like the entertainment staff.
The staff.
At some of the resorts.
Even our butler. We had a butler. We had a butler. Even our butlers, we still in contact with them.
So when you do Sandals Resort, and this is jumping backwards, when you do Sandals Resort the first time, do maybe a standard room. And then the next time you go, bump it up a notch. And the next time you go, try the butler suite. And the next time you go, like, bump it up each time, because it's almost a new experience for you. You start out here and it's great, and you didn't expect it to be this awesome, and it's amazing. And then the next time it's even better because you bumped it up a notch. And the thing about Sandals is their customer service is like second to none. They want you to have a good time, and if you don't have a good time, they're going to help you get to where you're having a good time. Whatever they can do, whatever's within their power, and sometimes things that they, so the staff, Grenada is a prime example. Okay, so we got there and we had a butler suite in Grenada, The sandals has these like really soft, like what are the robes? A soft robe and little slippers that they have in the closets. Well, when we got there, they didn't have slippers. They were out.
They
of
had
them.
one pair.
They had one pair in our room, right?
And they were
they were men's.
Yeah,
they were men's. So we went down and we mentioned it to the staff. You know, we're like, hey, you know what's the deal?
That wasn't even a butler suite.
No, you're right. It wasn't.
That was the club.
That was club level. That wasn't a butler suite.
That was a club level.
So we went down and mentioned it to the staff at the front desk, and they explained the situation. They said, yeah, we hadn't been restocked yet. We're waiting for them to come in. The next day, as we was walking by,
no, I was talking to the guy that was our club. See, they have the regular resort
club
within
level,
the club level.
Right.
So the guy, I was talking to him, and I was like, I cannot put my feet walk on bare floor because I cannot do that. I was like, I said, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. And that's when.
And the next day, he showed up with slippers that he had went out in town and purchased for her.
Yeah.
Out of his own pocket, he went out in town and purchased just so that she would be comfortable. You know, that's just the stuff we see over there.
Yeah.
All right, back to the story. Spice King Grenada restaurants. I think our favorite was probably the French restaurant at Grenada. Mm-hmm. That French onion soup was just
amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
All the food was pretty amazing. I mean, all of it. But there was just some restaurants you like more than others.
Yeah.
But all of it was pretty good, especially pizza.
You every resort, that Dino's Pizza, you can't. Yeah, you're sitting poolside. You're gonna have to get a pizza. You gotta get a pizza every day. You gotta have a pizza. Wood fired, personal pizzas. They'll put whatever you want on it.
I lose weight, get way down, so that I can gain weight when I go over there from eating and stuff. So
yeah,
I do. That's how I'm preparing now.
The honeymoon. We were there 7 days? 8 days?
7 days.
7 days.
I think 8. The first time, honeymoon was there 8.
8 days, yeah. We did the island tour in the side by sides. Mm-hmm. That's where we also met Chris and Leanne.
Yes.
They're from England.
Yes,
We're still talking with them. In fact, probably next year, Chris and I are going to go to an F1 race in Miami. I think Miami or Vegas, one or the other. We're still, good friends with people. They're a great couple. They've just had a new kid, doing amazing. Mm-hmm. But that was they were part of our crew. There was another couple we met there as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we haven't really kept.
I talked to them because they got 2 kids now. The black couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still talk to them. They're on my Facebook, and they got 2 kids now.
Yeah.
But they never went back to another Sandals.
Yeah.
That was their honeymoon, and they did it. And
yeah. So Grenada was a beautiful resort. I've said that it's a beautiful resort, but it's kind of a quiet resort. Mm-hmm. It's meant for relaxation, personal time, romance. Mm-hmm. Spending time together, and it does that a lot. But like if you want to party, you want to like hang out at a club, listen to music, have some drinks, dance. That normally shuts down about 11 unless we're there. And they keep it going until like 12, 1 o'clock. But yeah, that was definitely a quiet resort for the most part.
The quietest that we've been to.
Yeah, but still we're going to go back there.
But because it was beautiful. Yeah, it was just absolutely beautiful there.
Peaceful, yeah.
Quiet, like. Yeah. They didn't even have playmakers, really.
No, they didn't.
They had no playmakers.
They had some entertainment staff, the 2 that we almost got fired.
Yeah, we almost got them fired. Well, they almost got themselves fired.
Yeah,
Shelly.
And, they were hanging out with us during off time.
We invited them back.
We invited them, to hang out with us.
Because if a guest invites some staff, they are allowed to come. And they can have drinks, but not get drunk and, you know.
Yeah, Shelly kind of... It wasn't.
Yeah, it was Shelly. It was Rose and Shelly. Shelly was the one. Shelly, she had a bit too much, and Rose was trying to tell her that yes, enough. And then she was like, I don't care. I'm not. She didn't care.
Yeah. So, too bad we're not sponsored by sandals.
I know, we should be.
We should be. We'll start doing some reviews and stuff of the resorts when we go to them. Put that out there.
But, so, Grenada was nice.
Yep.
I think, where we go next? We went to Ochi.
After that was Ochi. Yeah.
And Ochi was better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ochi's the one that got the Speak Easy Club.
Yeah. Let's not go into Ochi though. I wanna go ahead and I think we're gonna cut this one short.
Grenada.
It's hot out here.
I'm not hot. I'm cool.
Pensacola sun.
I jumped in the pool.
You did jump in the
pool.
Mm-hmm. I may follow suit.
Yeah, I'm cool.
But it's been great talking to you guys, and we'll continue on later.
Bye.